So, when somebody abides by the laws of the Lord, then actually they become rewarded. But when they break them, then they become punished. That's the ultimate consideration of imprisonment. Now, for the criminals, the prison, this material nature is like a prison. But the material nature also has another aspect or another side of it. And that side of it is something like a boarding school. In the boarding school, the parents send their children to the boarding school, right? They are away from home. But what they learn in the school? They learn how to become qualified to live in the free world, how to live a life of prosperity. So those who abide by the laws of the Lord, for them, this material nature is like a boarding school. Those who are there in the boarding school, they are away from their home. But actually they are preparing themselves to go back to home and lead a life of prosperity, become successful individuals there. So now it's up to us whether we'll turn this place into a prison house or a boarding school. Now, advantage of a boarding school is that when you finish your term, when you finish your education, then you go back home. It's just taken for granted and that you'll go home. You are not here to stay forever. So, now, the Lord also is present in the hearts of every living entity. And He is actually considering or determining how an individual is leading his life or what is going on inside. Inside means what's going on in his consciousness. Externally we may bluff or cheat or fool others, but internally we can't. Now the Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in everyone's heart as the Super Soul, and He is witnessing everyone. Now there as a Super Soul also the Lord has two ways to deal with the individuals. Like to the criminals, He is acting as a witness and He is seeing how they are acting, and accordingly either He is punishing them or He is rewarding them. And those who have accepted this place as a boarding school, the Lord sitting in their heart is acting as their teacher. He guides them from within. Now those who lead a materialistic life, those who think that the ultimate goal of life is to enjoy in this material nature and do not really want to accept the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or another reality beyond this material nature, which is the spiritual reality, and those who do not have any informations about the spiritual reality and they do not know that they actually came from the spiritual reality, therefore the spiritual reality is their actual home, they simply keep on wandering in this material nature from one cell to another cell. And the Lord in their heart acts as the witness. Upadrashta Anumanta. Upadrashta means a witness. The Lord is seeing every action of every individual. But those who recognize, or those who are fortunate enough to understand that beyond this material nature there is another reality, the spiritual reality. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the center of that reality. And He is the Supreme Creator, He is the Supreme Proprietor, He is the Supreme Maintainer. And that Supreme Personality of Godhead is our dearmost friend, or He is our dearmost Father. When we recognize the individuals, those who recognize that, to them this material nature becomes like a boarding school. And they take advantage of their situation in the school by learning. They learn. And who is the teacher? The Lord and His associates and His devotees. They are helped by those individuals, those exalted devotees of the Lord, and ultimately they are helped by the Lord Himself. And they simply prepare themselves to get out of the school and go out to their home and become a successful individual.